So Peter.
So Lori.
When a couple.
What a surprise.
Yeah.
We're in a bar. How the hell did that happen?
Not difficult.
I tell you, Lucy, you got some splaining to do.
Yes.
Anyway,
I am
so
the original
tell
Lucy.
me,
Yes.
what is pursuing your thought process? What's going on?
Well, I'm thinking about when couples are actually going through a divorce and they come to the point where they're going to divide up their assets and they are looking at their debts and they go to literally divide up the cookie, but they realize that there's really only crumbs left. So what do you do in this case?
Well, yeah, as the cookie crumbles.
Yes.
You know, like everything, you need to put things in perspective. It's great for people to say, I'm going to go and have my war. I'm going to fight over the towels and the knives and the forks. But as I'm fond of telling people, when it comes down to fighting over what I will call things that are non-essential, and often that's stuff, unless you're sitting on real Louis XIV antiques, I mean the real deal from Versailles, it would be of garage or yard sale value. So I'm fond of saying to people, before you start to pay me money at my hourly rate to go and fight over who's going to get these crumbs, if you will, go to your favorite store, be it bargain basement or high priced, and buy all brand new stuff. It's cheaper than paying me, and B, it's an absolute win because you're going to get all the new stuff you want. There's no risk of not getting what you want. Just go buy it again. Many people who aren't particularly wealthy, and most folks aren't wealthy, many people, when they do the numbers on the hard assets, which is the house, the RSPs, maybe somebody's pension plan, a couple of used cars, if they're leased, they're not worth anything, some money in the bank, subtract off the mortgage, the personal line of credit, the car loan, and the credit card. When we do these financial statements, many people sit there, kind of like me doing my taxes at the end of the year, and go, holy crap, we don't have much of anything. In which case, the lawyer's job should be, then let's pause here for thought. How much of a war are you really going to have over how you're going to divide that stuff up?
Right.
It should be, let's either agree on a price for this house or go out and hire one appraiser who we both have some confidence in and get a number if he wants to buy her out or she wants to buy him out. And if you don't, list it for sale with a really good real estate agent with a price designed to fetch fair market value in a fairly expeditious sale. Sell it, pay off as many debts as you can because you're both stuck with those debts.
Right, and people forget about the debt when they go to grab from each other,
absolutely.
don't they?
Well, sure they do.
I know.
Sure they do.
Yeah.
You know, they
It's very
forget.
easy to forget.
You don't
I
just
was
get
gonna
to
say.
take the cherries, you got to take the pits too.
Yes.
So equalization of property is all about assets minus debts and what it's worth on the date of separation minus what each of you had on the date of marriage. Oftentimes that number isn't that big.
Right.
There are different stories, families with large corporate holdings, huge real estate holdings and all that stuff, different story. But for 90% of the families who go through these unfortunate separations, they really need to do some serious initial math and say, is it worth spending any significant amount of legal fees on dividing up what often at the end of the day turns out to be not too much?
Yeah.
You're better off to do what we call an in specie division of, let's sell that house or appraise it and buy each other out. That's usually the big asset. Take your RSP and my RSP, do a tax-free rollover of credits from one to the other to balance them out so we don't have to argue about tax consequences.
Yeah.
Take all the stuff in your house and literally go, you take the washer, I'll take the dryer, you take the sofa, I'll take the chairs, because it's not worth the battle.
No, it's not.
And you will truly consume the full value of what it's worth, probably 5 to 10 times over. Make both of you lawyers richer, for which we will thank you, but you shouldn't do that.
No.
I'm often fond of reminding people when they're spending all this money in legal fees, especially when they have children, that they should, sorry boys, put your own kids through university before you put my kids through university.